I start? I met Nick roughly 23 years ago when a mutual friend threatened me with him. When we finally came face to face, I saw how big he was, and I thought I'm in for some uncharted territory here. Might be in a bit of trouble. From that encounter, though, we walked away best mates. Back then, Nick was a hard worker, I not so much. In the beginning of our friendship, one memory stands out. I remember talking him into a job with me, and without saying too much, we had to see a guy that owed some large sum of money. While at this guy's house, I had to walk him 5 houses down to his mother's, who was overseas at the time. As I returned back, Nick came busting out of the guy's front door, balancing a brand new large plasma TV, which were quite rare in those days, as they had only just come out. By now he was at our car, trying to fit it into this tiny little car we were driving. I replied, "Bro, what are you doing? We've got the money in the bag." He replied, "Yeah, well, this can be his interest." As the screen cracked while he was wedging it into the back seat.
Oh, no.
This was the night he got his nickname, Sarge. Because originally the guy somehow thought we were coppers, or maybe I told him we were. Memories like this forged trust and a bond that could never be broken, and one that most people could never understand. He was like my big brother, my best friend, and through it all, we protected each other with a loyalty that could never be wavered. There's so many memories that I could tell you about Nick, but the man himself was ambitious with his own sense of righteousness. He was a stand-up guy, a funny guy, a lot would say a tough guy. But most of all, he was a father to his daughter Tia, who I know he thought the world of. To this day, he was the best father I've ever known or seen, with a love for Tia that was truly unconditional. He had never been more proud when Tia gave birth to Nicky. It breaks my heart she will never know the man she was named after, or how much love he had for that little girl. I remember when Nick met Amanda in the beginning. Amanda always thought I didn't like her. The fact was I'd seen so many girls come and go from Nick's life. I got to the point where I wouldn't get to know any of them. It didn't take long before I realised that Amanda was different, and the feelings they shared were real. I watched as their love blossomed. I really do love you, Amanda. The actual man behind the myth was an imposing figure, but he had his own sense of justice, kind, thoughtful, and always giving of his time. An example of when my father died when I was in jail. A year later upon my release, he was thoughtful enough to book 2 tickets to Melbourne for he and I, so I could pay my respects to my father and attend my nephew's wedding. But that was Nick. Caring, thoughtful, stubborn, but most of all, loyal to the end. I love you, mate. You will always be in my memory and forever in my heart. Until we meet again, RFFR.